In this quick revision lesson, I want to model for you how to add text features to your informational article. A text feature is anything that's not the main body of the article or text. That can include titles, subtitles, images and captions, and charts and graphs. If we look at just this first page of this article, this title is a text feature, the image is a text feature, and the caption is a text feature. And what's important about these text features is that the author is using them to support what he is saying. He didn't choose them haphazardly. He chose them specifically to support a paragraph or section of his article. So when you choose your title or your subtitles or your images, your captions, your charts or graphs, I want you to choose them to specifically support one paragraph or section of your article. So let's get started with our title and our subtitles. These are the easy text features to add. So when I add my title, I'm going to come up to the top and I want to center it. So if you're not quite sure how to center something, you're going to come up and you're going to look for the little dashy lines up here. And I'm going to click the one that has the dashy lines in the center. It says center. So I'm going to write my title, and I'm going to want to make sure that my title really captures my larger argument or my controlling idea. So here's my title, Corals, Enemy, Warming Waters. So I can choose to bold my title or italicize my title or underline it. I would do just one, but I'm going to ask that you don't make your title crazy large. I know a lot of you would like to, but we're just going to leave it the same size as our text, but it's going to be centered. Now I'm going to come down, I'm going to add a subtitle. My subtitle, unlike my title, is not going to be centered, but it's going to be left justified. So when I do that, I'm going to look, when I come back to my center, I'm going to come back to the one that has the words all the way to the left, and I'm going to click on that one if it's clicked on something else. So my first subsection or subtopic is about coral bleaching. So I'm going to write that there. And I chose to just have it bold. I'm not going to italicize it. I'm not going to underline it. I'm just going to choose to have my subtopic be bold. You can choose to italicize yours or underline yours, but remember, just do one. So here's my title and my subtitle. Now I want to add an image. When we add an image, one of the things that I know that you love to do is you love to come up to Google and you like to type in your topic and you come over here to images and you look for an image that is very fun, like this one, and you copy it and you paste it in your article. And although this image is really fun and colorful once it pops up, if it pops up, although this image is really fun and colorful, it doesn't actually support what I'm saying in this specific paragraph or section. So I'm going to want to choose images that are really working as evidence. They are supporting something that I'm saying in one specific paragraph or section. So I'm going to come down to my coral bleaching subtopic. And in this coral bleaching subtopic, I am arguing that when the ocean waters warm, because the polyps spit out the algae, that they turn this stark white color. And I use an example down here of the 2016 heat wave that hit the Great Barrier Reef and how it just turned huge sections of the Great Barrier Reef white. So what I want to do is I want to find an image that I could use right beside this that's going to show the Australia's Great Barrier Reef after the 2016 heat wave. So I did a little bit of research to find one. I did find one, but I want you to notice that you can actually use, so if I go to images and I typed in 2016 heat wave, Great Barrier Reef, I'm going to get some great images. And what I want you to notice is that if I look down below, I can actually see what the source is. This is pulseheadlines.com. This is mashable.com. This is Kyoto News, Nature.com. And you're going to want to choose, not only are you going to want to choose an image that's supporting exactly what you're saying in that paragraph or section, but you're going to want to choose an image that's from a credible source. So I can look down here and I'm going to choose one like maybe that's from Nature.com versus Mashable.com. So you'll want to choose one from a credible source, but I actually found one. I found one on Smithsonian that I really liked. This is a great article, and so I'm going to copy that image. So I'm just right-clicking and clicking copy. Then I'm going to come up and I'm going to click right next to where I actually want that image. And I'm going to paste that image there. Remember, paste is Control-V. And that's going to pop up. And what I want you to notice, so when I go to write my caption for this, my caption, if I start writing next to this image, the words are going to be at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do instead is I want the words to be at the top next to it. So I'm going to double click on the image and it's going to pop up like this. And I'm going to come to wrap text and I'm going to click square left. And if I do that, you'll notice that the words suddenly come up to the top. So when I write my caption, I'm going to italicize it so that you as the reader know that it's a caption. So I want to say what is actually happening in this image. So I'm going to say a section of, I'm going to italicize that, a section of the Great Barrier Reef after the 2016 heat wave. Okay, so I've told you what is in my caption. I told you what is happening in this image, what this image is actually about. And now I want to cite my source. So I'm going to come up, and I know it's from Smithsonian, but a lot of times below you'll see who took the picture. So this is, I actually don't know how to say that name, but I'm going to type it in. So Juergen. Is it G or J? Okay, so I'm going to say image by, and I'm going to put a comma and then the source with it, which is Smithsonian. And is it Smithsonian.com? So I'm just going to put Smithsonian.com. So you'll put image by, and then if you know the photographer, you'll put the photographer's name and then the source. So it's important when I look at your images, when I sit down to grade your articles, I'm going to be really looking for images that are supporting a specific paragraph or section that are actually acting as evidence. I'm also going to be looking for that you're choosing evidence from a credible source like the Smithsonian or a credible news source like New York Times or BBC, something like that, Nature.com. So you're going to get started adding your text features. Remember, you can add titles, subtitles, images. You'll add graphs, very similar to how you added an image. Make sure that your graph or your chart, if you add one, has a caption along with it. So get started adding your text features at this point.